Yesterday, we told you that the person who's in charge of the House Oversight Committee, Jason Chaffetz, a very right-wing Republican from Utah, decided that he was going to get out of Dodge. He was going to leave Congress at the end of this term. Now, that's very curious. He's a fairly well-known, I guess in Republican circles, considered a rising star. He had a lot of ambition. Why is he getting out of politics? Well, we suspected that he's probably going to go back in, probably run for governor of Utah in 2020 and wants to make a couple $1 million as a lobbyist because he loves the corruption in Washington while pretending to be a Tea Party guy who wants to drain the swamp. So that's standard fare. But at the end of our report yesterday, I also said this. But to do it within 2 months of this term, that's curious. So that's the only part that makes me go, I don't know if it's just to go grab the couple $1 million before he runs for governor. Maybe he knows something we don't know, and this is him pulling the shoe, going, "Hey man, I'm out of here, man. I didn't do any of it. I didn't." If he says from going forward, now that I'm leaving Congress, I'm not sure if I'm the right guy for oversight. Maybe Paul Ryan, and to help the party, should find someone who's going to stay around. Then you know he definitely knows something we don't know, and he's trying to get the hell out of Dodge before that thing blows up on Trump and the Republican Party. Well, it didn't take long, did it? Here we are today, and he's getting out of Dodge. He told a radio host, quote, "I will continue to weigh the options, but I might depart early." So in case you're confused, what do you mean? Didn't he just announce yesterday that he's going to leave? Yes, but normally you would leave at the end of your term. In the House, they're 2-year terms. They're just 2 months into this term. He's saying, no, I might pull the chute and get out right now. Now, what's the hurry, big guy? I mean, I know you want to cash in, but you got plenty of time to cash in before you run again. That's not the issue, as I just told you yesterday, and that's why I like doing these things ahead of time. I said, look, we'll see, right? So if it turns out, no, he stays as oversight chairman for the next year and a half and then leaves normally, well then, I guess there was nothing to the investigations of Trump, and that wasn't the issue for Chaffetz. He just wanted to get paid as a lobbyist, etc. That would be normal, right? It's terrible, but normal. I said, or, before we knew, or he's gonna leave right away because he doesn't want to stay as oversight chairman because there's a disaster coming down the road, and he's either going to have to crucify Trump as the oversight chairman or cover up for him, and neither one of those things is politically advantageous to Jason Chaffetz. And then 1 day later, we have our answer. He's leaving. He's got to get out of that chair position for oversight. And when they asked him why, he told Fox 13, "Well, when I contemplate another 200 nights away from home, it is just too much." Now, all those nights away from home when he was a congressman for all these years was not a problem. He loved it. He was like, oh, Utah, let's go to Washington, have some fun, right? Back then, the family, not as relevant, not a big deal at all. But now that all of a sudden he's got to get out before he is stuck either way. Oh, the family, I just remembered, I've got a family. Oh, why didn't I remember this earlier? I got to get home, I got to go. I definitely don't want this oversight position if this thing's gonna explode. I mean, family. Oh, my aunt? I haven't seen my great uncle in years. I gotta go back to Utah. So, oh boy, whatever those guys, remember Devin Nunes, the intelligence chair, the other guy who was supposed to investigate Trump, was so on Trump's side in the cover-up that it created ethical issues, and he's gotten the boot. Sessions is the head of the Justice Department, so he's supposed to enforce the law. He has so much ethical conflicts of interest, he had to recuse himself from the Russian investigation. Nobody wants to touch this thing. So there's an excellent chance all these guys know something that the public doesn't know, which is this thing is set to explode. Tick tock, tick tock. Podcast the Young Turks anytime you want. tytnetwork.com/join.
I think it's weird.
No, it's not weird. In fact, you'll think,
I'm like a smart person.
Do it now, tytnetwork.com/join.